It takes weeks, sometimes months, to make the call. You rehearse the words, practicing how to sound calm, even when you're not. You finally dial the number. It rings and rings. Then a polite recorded voice. "Thank you for calling. All our therapists are currently at capacity. Please, leave your name and number, and we will add you to our wait list." You leave a message. For a moment, you feel accomplished. You did the hard thing. You asked for help. Now, you wait. The silence that follows is deafening. Days turn into weeks. Hope dims, replaced by anxiety. You check your phone constantly, jumping at every unknown number. Was that them? Did I miss the call? Each day without a callback feels like a quiet rejection. The world keeps spinning. The pressures that led you to seek help don't pause. They build. You're stuck in a holding pattern, waiting for a lifeline that seems further away with each passing day. This isn't just your story. It's a silent epidemic. We were told to prioritize our mental health, to seek support. We listened. We reached out, only to find a system unprepared for us. Seeking therapy is an act of courage. To be met with a waitlist that stretches for months is more than an inconvenience. It's a profound institutional failure. The voicemail becomes a symbol, a promise made but not kept. Society says, it's okay to not be okay. But the reality is a waitlist. The system is so strained, so underfunded, it can't meet the demand it helped create. For the person leaving that message, the wait isn't just a delay, it's a period of unsupported struggle, where small problems can grow into crises. The world feels like it's ending, and you've just been put on hold. And you're left wondering if help will ever come. We live in an era of unprecedented openness about mental health. Therapy is no longer a secret. Conversations about anxiety, depression, and burnout are everywhere. We've destigmatized the conversation. That's a victory, but this progress has created a painful disconnect. We encouraged a generation to seek help, but failed to build the infrastructure to support them. It's like advertising a product that's always out of stock. Society says, your mental health matters. Talk to someone. But when you try, the doors are closed. The gap between awareness and access is damaging. You're praised for reaching out, but told your problem isn't urgent enough. This contradiction breeds hopelessness and cynicism. Millennials embrace the language of therapy and self-care, only to find the system buckling under its own success. The promise was made, but the system is failing to deliver. Being on a therapy waitlist isn't passive, it's an exhausting limbo. You exist in a gray zone, between knowing you need help and actually getting it. Every bad day feels heavier, every challenge more insurmountable. The wait itself becomes a new source of stress, compounding the original problem. Life doesn't pause, pressures mount. A manageable bout of anxiety can spiral into panic attacks. Low mood can deepen into depression. The waitlist acts as an incubator for distress. Many give up, convinced help isn't coming. The waitlist doesn't just delay care, it pushes people away from it. By the time help arrives, the problems are often much worse. Millennials entered adulthood facing economic instability, student debt, and a precarious job market. The dream of stability, career, home, financial security, feels out of reach. This constant financial stress fuels anxiety and burnout. Therapy, when not covered by insurance, is often unaffordable. The very stress that drives us to seek help also blocks access to it. Hustle culture and gig work make it hard to commit to regular appointments. Public mental health services are underfunded, with the longest wait lists of all. We're squeezed from all sides, facing a system starved of resources. The wait lists aren't a glitch, they're a direct result of these intersecting crises. For many, therapy remains an impossible luxury. To understand the real cost of waiting, listen to those stuck in the queue.
I'm 29, a graphic designer. I called over a dozen places for help with burnout. Most didn't call back. The few that did told me the wait was at least 6 months. My anxiety got worse. I had to take a leave from work, risking my income. By the time I got a call, I was in a much darker place.
I'm 32, a teacher. After a tough breakup, I was put on a 9-month wait list. I felt so alone. I started drinking more just to cope. I almost didn't make it.
I'm a clinical psychologist. I had to close my wait list after it swelled to over 100 people. I get desperate emails every day, but I have to turn people away. The system is broken. There just aren't enough of us, and burnout is rampant.
These stories aren't isolated, they're a pattern. The waitlist isn't an abstract policy problem, it's a collection of human crises. It's Sarah losing her income, Ben turning to alcohol, Dr. Evans facing moral injury. Each story is a failure of the system to provide care when it's needed most. The queue is filled with people who did everything right, only to be left waiting while their lives unraveled. Their experiences are a testament to the quiet damage being inflicted on a generation. The cost of waiting is measured in lost stability, lost hope, and lives put on hold. The system's failure is personal, and its impact is everywhere. For every person in the queue, there's a story of struggle that could have been prevented. The damage is real, and it's growing. The queue is not just a list, it's a warning. If we don't act, these stories will only multiply. The crisis is now. And it's all of us who pay the price. Untreated mental health issues ripple outward, touching every part of life. Relationships strain, people become withdrawn, irritable, distant. The support system you need can erode under the weight of your symptoms. At work, productivity drops, absenteeism rises, and job loss becomes a real risk. The stress of underperforming at work worsens mental health, creating a vicious cycle. Major life decisions, relationships, moving, starting a family, are put on hold. Years meant for building a future are spent treading water. The cumulative effect is staggering: higher rates of relationship breakdown, job turnover, and a generation feeling perpetually behind. The personal struggles that begin in the silence of a waitlist become broad, social and economic problems. We're seeing the long-term consequences of a system that left a generation to manage its pain alone. In response to the crisis, mental health apps have exploded in popularity. They promise instant, affordable support, therapy on demand. For some, they're a helpful supplement, but for many, they're a mirage. Text-based therapy lacks the nuance of in-person care. The relationship is hard to build through a screen. Therapists on these platforms are often overworked and underpaid, impacting quality of care. The all-you-can-text model creates an illusion of access, but real help is often shallow and brief. These apps don't address the root problem, a lack of properly funded, accessible, in-person care. They're a market patch on a deep structural wound. While better than nothing, they risk creating a two-tiered system: real care for some, digital substitutes for others. The digital mirage distracts from the urgent need to fix the real-world system. The impact of therapy waitlists is a generational crisis. An entire cohort is being denied timely access to essential care. We are a generation on hold, stuck waiting for the support we need to move forward. The delay is inflicting quiet damage that will shape our future for decades. Millennials are poised to lead, create, and build, but are weighed down by untreated pain. The energy for building businesses, families, and communities is spent just surviving. The delay in care is a delay in flourishing, with profound consequences for society. This crisis erodes trust in institutions and breeds cynicism. The waitlists aren't just delaying appointments, they're killing potential and hope. We are a generation waiting for our lives to truly begin. We must keep speaking out, sharing stories, and demanding better. Change is slow, but possible. Together we can build a bridge from waiting to a future where help is a right, not a privilege. For those still waiting, know you're not alone. Your pain is real, and the failure is not yours. While you wait, hold on to what brings you peace. A walk, a friend, a quiet moment. Your struggle is a testament to your strength. The situation is dire, but not hopeless. This is a human-made problem and it can be solved. We need a massive increase in public funding for mental health care, investing in community centers, raising therapist pay, expanding services in schools. We must expand the pipeline of mental health professionals. More training, loan forgiveness, and a diverse workforce. Policy reform is crucial. Enforce mental health parity, eliminate session limits, and integrate care into primary health settings.